talk about the pros and cons of having open litter boxes versus closed litter boxes. I have seen some very strong opinions on this lately. I saw a video recently and I just wanted to know what your guys' thoughts are on it. Again, no hate to both of them. I just wanted to know what you guys think because everyone has different opinions on rabbit care. So I was watching 101 Rabbits, as you do. It was one of her more current videos where she was reacting to her subscribers' rabbit setup. And the main thing she kept reiterating is that litter boxes should be really large. I completely agree with that. I probably own every single type of litter box there is and have owned every single type of litter box. Again, I have owned rabbits for years, since I was like a young teen, a young child, a young whippersnapper, as us Australians say it, even though I'm not that Australian. Yeah, I have several litter boxes for my rabbits, and I wouldn't solely give a rabbit a closed litter box as their main litter box. As you know, rabbits would spend majority of their time in the litter box. Eating hay is 80% of their diet, so they're eating hay constantly throughout the day. So they're in their litter box for a lot of time. I feel comfortable giving them some closed litter box options, just to give them different areas to have access to hay and a bathroom. But their main litter box area is very large. It's very open, so they don't feel intimidated when they go in. Again, I have several rabbits, so that's very important to me to have several litter boxes so they don't fight or get territorial over one of them, as well as providing a main litter box area which has different escape routes for them because they do get very territorial over the litter box. Some of you have seen in my Instagram story, they hunch into this one litter box over here. They love this one the most, probably because it's the more open one and there's a lot more areas to escape. They tend to refrain from going to the one in the corner or the ones with only one entrance. They kind of just go in there out of curiosity. They are very on edge when they are in there. Any kind of noise they hear, they kind of run out really quickly, whereas this litter box, they enjoy staying in. They don't get as defensive because they are able to see all around them as they eat and do their business. Yeah, I've owned every single type of litter box there is, which is that weird little corner one which they sell you in the pet shop. Yeah, that was when I was introduced to rabbit care, and they do poop in corners, but they do need a larger space than that. And then I had those little, like, they're slightly larger, but they're not that large, let's be honest. Like, your rabbit barely fits on that. And it has a little grate so the poops fall through. And then there's the closed litter boxes, which is the ones for cats. I think the main person who probably made this really popular is Lennon the bunny. Again, I don't hate her, I love her, I watch her videos. It's just that her rabbit care is very personalized to Lennon. And again, not every rabbit is like Lennon. And as Haley from 101 Rabbits was saying, that her rabbits would ingest those puppy pads that Lorelai usually puts in those litter boxes. Yeah, and I personally don't use the puppy pads as well. I think it's kind of environmentally conscious about waste. So yeah, I don't really like using puppy pads because there's a lot of plastic as well. Yeah, I prefer to just use paper-based pellets in case my rabbits ever ingest it. Again, that's very personal to my rabbits. They haven't ever tried ingesting it and they seem fine going in the litter box. It absorbs the pee and the poop for the most part for me. I think with rabbits, we tend to regard them as small animals. So even giving them cat litter boxes, we think that's sufficient space for them because it's made for a cat. But Haley from 101 Rabbits has cats as well, and she's very adamant that even cat litter boxes are very small for cats. She really advocates for larger litter boxes, which I totally agree with. Yeah, especially as their main litter box area. I understand the preference for the closed kind of litter boxes. They are a lot sleeker and more discreet in your house. People kind of expect it to contain a lot of the smell from the litter box. But honestly, I find that the open litter boxes smell a lot less. The one that's really closed doesn't get enough ventilation in it, and it kind of just stinks all the time. I have to change it out more often than this one here. Yeah, I thought I'd just kind of explain my experience with it since I own every single type of litter box there is. I do have a preference for the open litter box style, but I do still use the closed litter boxes around the house. I wouldn't feel comfortable using it if I didn't have this as my main area for them to eat their hay and do their business. Yeah, I definitely would not recommend a closed litter box as your only litter box for your rabbit. Again, they need a lot of ventilation. They're there for majority of the day. I think like a lot of their time is spent in the litter box because hay is 80% of their diet and they're eating that 24/7. Yeah, you have to make sure that they have unlimited access to their hay. I could be wrong, but I personally can't put enough hay inside the litter boxes to sustain them throughout the whole day. I'd have to refill it several times, whereas the bigger litter boxes, you can kind of scatter some hay inside and have some hay feeders. Yeah, I personally find that my rabbits are a lot more on edge when they're inside the closed litter boxes. I swear I just walk past it and then they freak out and like run outside of the litter box. They definitely do not feel safe when they're inside a closed area. Again, they are prey animals. They want several places to escape. This one is the worst litter box out of all of them. It's tiny. There's only one entrance. This one isn't as bad since the entrance is kind of really big. Yeah, I wouldn't feel comfortable with them having those as solely their only litter boxes. They tend to gravitate to this one anyway. I once heard someone say that rabbits feel safest when they're in a closed litter box and doing their business, which is completely not true at all. Rabbits like to be able to see all around them when they're doing their business. They put their butt against a corner because they don't want anyone to sneak up behind them. It's a very vulnerable position for them to be in, so they need a very large open area for them to escape. If they ever feel threatened, they can run any way out. In a closed litter box, they are cornered, so they feel more uneasy. So yeah, if you do have a hooded kind of litter box, maybe take the lid off. I think that's what I did with one of them. Yeah, so I wouldn't recommend closed litter boxes, especially for rabbits who are very timid and who get stressed very easily. I would recommend a more open style one and lots of hidey houses for them to stay in. Some people really like the closed litter box style because it kind of contains the mess according to them, but I think a high-sided litter box or kind of plastic container would suffice. In the end, they're still gonna drag hay out anyway. People have started using like big trunk-sized things or like the whole, I think that's what it's called, from IKEA to kind of contain the mess and keep their litter box in there. I think that's kind of alright because it is a lot larger, but I wouldn't say that it has a lot of ventilation in there in comparison to just leaving the litter box out in the open. But yeah, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. I think the takeaway is that large litter boxes are a lot better. If you still want to contain the mess, just carve 2 entrances into the closed style litter boxes. I've seen some people do that, which is really great. Again, bunny care is very individual according to the rabbit's personalities, whether you have several bunnies. And again, I think it's really great to just even get the basic necessities of your rabbit. I think you're already doing a great job if you're doing that. But yeah, these are just extra things to know about. Probably things that you don't really think about when you get a litter box until you really delve into it, and then you're like, oh, so like the closed litter box was not actually a good idea. So yeah, there's a lot of times where that's happened to me where I've bought something and it was like all the hype, like hay racks. I remember I got hay racks like ages ago when it was such a big thing, and the smartest thing ever were like, oh, that's so like big brain energy. Like, I don't know why I didn't think of that. And then now people are opting more for hay bag style so their rabbits can reach in and stuff. Yeah, I'm still in the hay rack kind of era because I don't know, apparently it was good in Richmond back in the time, and then now people are like, your rabbit can't grab the hay, and I'm just like, bruh, like what? Like, how do we keep up with all these trends and things? Even the other day I heard someone say that they don't feed pellets to the rabbits. So yeah, there's a lot of new things that I'm learning about and trying. Litter boxes is just one of those things that I have experimented with and have different experiences with. So yeah, I just thought I'd share that with you guys. Comment down below what you guys think about it. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video.